What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel. People would highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. All right, people, let's get into it, man. At the top of the moment, hope everybody having a blessed Friday morning, man, and have a blessed Friday, man, and a safe weekend. Listen, man, they out here, they big mad at Congresswoman Crookett. They big mad. She said some very, very controversial words about Governor Abbott down there in Texas. And the Republicans has lost their mind. They basically saying that she should be censored and fired, and shit. They might go even far and say she need to go to jail for you know how shit is in this country at this point with Trump in office and Republicans basically running the country. They can ditch it out, but they can't take it, people. So let's shout out to Dr. Richie for this clip. But yeah, man, the Republicans lost their mind, man. They big mad. Let's get into it.
Congressman Crockett calls Governor Abbott Hot Wheels, and they are upset. Here it is.
We in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey.
Now, let me just say this. I told y'all, Nina Turner is my new crush. But Congresswoman Crockett, shit, listen, man. The woman is fine. And she is fine. Okay? She is fine. She is adorable. She is very, very highly intelligent. Listen. She be on her shit, man. And the thing about it is we in the times of politics where it ain't no accountability for people getting out of pocket, right? Or saying some things that's a little offensive. Everybody like freedom of speech, freedom of speech. She got the freedom to say what the fuck she need to say. I don't give a damn she a congresswoman. They said that people, we watched Marjorie Taylor Greene get on committees. We seen Nancy Mace, whatever the fuck her name is, get on in Congress on a hearing and say we can take it outside, threaten a motherfucker talking about we can fight. So you think, like, why is Republicans up in the uproar? You had Ron DeSantis down there in Florida said that black slaves learned how to they learned skills by being slaves. Like, I mean, if that's more offensive than what the fuck she just said. I'm just saying. I don't know what they all upset for. I don't know what Republicans is upset for. But, let's get back into it.
Yes. In the era of Donald Trump, the most respectable white male who has ever occupied the presidency, here comes Jasmine Crockett, name called the governor of Texas. Here it is.
I am absolutely horrified. Jasmine Crockett called Governor Greg Abbott of Texas Governor Hot Wheels. I don't even know how she's in Congress. I literally don't understand how a hateful, bigoted, obnoxious oink oink is in Congress.
Ma'am, let's just be real. You calling somebody, you basically try to call it fat. Talking about oink oink. Listen, ma'am, you're not that fucking attractive. Honestly. Your voice is annoying. But then on the other part of that, she says, I don't know how she's in Congress. Listen, ma'am, y'all got Margie Taylor Greene in there, and she actually run hearings now. This woman don't know shit. This bitch was talking about Jewish space lasers. What are you talking about? She's highly educated. Ma'am, I don't know your background, but I guarantee your accolades compared to Congresswoman Crockett is not nowhere compatible. Nowhere in the same realm. You don't know how she got in there. Listen. If social media didn't exist, you would be irrelevant. Everybody and their mama got a goddamn YouTube channel or Facebook channel or on Twitter or on fucking Instagram. Man, please stop. First of all, you're not even qualified to speak on Congresswoman Crockett. How she get in Congress? Oink oink. You mad that she said offensive things about a governor, right? And then you turn right around and does the same exact shit that you accuse her of doing. That was wrong. You called her fat. Oink oink. We know what the fuck that means. Who the fuck says oink oink? Only some weird ass white woman from wherever the fuck you from. You corny ass white girl. Get you some flavor. You look pale as a bitch. You probably take that makeup off. You probably look like a bumpy wall that's white. Y'all know them little walls and shit that I had like they got bumps in them and shit. This bitch take off her makeup. I guarantee you she look like that. Just ridiculous, man. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, L? Yeah, everybody, listen, man. First of all, it's a saying down there in Texas that everybody on both sides of the aisle, even on his side of the aisle, which is Republicans, they call them Hot Wheels. So I'm like, okay. Shout out to my brother LT again. Yeah, listen, man. First of all, let me just say this. Any white person say some shit about a black person making their culture look bad or some shit like that. First of all, we know you're a racist. And that's number one. Listen, you can't speak on how black people feel. You ain't black. You're not a part of our culture. You don't know shit about what we do other than judge from afar and make up conspiracy theories. So how the fuck you know what makes our culture look bad? You don't even like our culture. So how the fuck you know what's good or bad for our culture? I'm just being real. Oh, you said, oh, okay. You said, man, fuck them, man. What they know? What they know? First of all, if these the same Trump black Republicans, nigga, you up there jigabooing for Donald Trump, you make the culture look worse. If she make it look bad, you make it look worse. So I don't know what to tell them niggas. With Monte, how about you get the stick out of your ass? Fuck them dudes, man. Listen, I don't give a damn about them jigaboo ass niggas sitting up there caping for white supremacy, but they're gonna try to tell black people how we making the culture look bad. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, or how Congresswoman Crockett making the culture look bad. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Listen, never mind. Let me move on.
Representing the American people and representing the people from Texas, nonetheless.
And she was ghetto. And yeah. she just continues to validate my feelings.
Let me just say this to white people, especially you white women, because we know a lot of y'all can't fight. Okay, let me just say this. Y'all say shit, calling people ghetto and all that other shit. How about you go to the ghetto, right? Go to the ghetto and tell a black woman she's ghetto and see if your ass leave there without bodily harm. You so goddamn tough to call black people ghetto because you disagree with they saying, so they ghetto. Or so she's so ghetto because what? You didn't like what she said? First of all, man, how is she ghetto when I guarantee you, and I'm going to keep saying this, her accolades and what she accomplished in life is more than yours. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. A lot of your own white men don't even respect you, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You vote for white men that don't respect you. So who the fuck are you calling ghetto? She's ghetto. Yeah. First of all, man, you act like that supposed to hurt our feelings. Just call us a nigga. Just say, yeah, she's a nigger. She's a nigger. Just do that. Stand on business. But like I said, you go to a black woman and call her ghetto and see what happens. See that you don't get your ass whipped. It's all cool and dandy. You're sitting in your living room with all that damn makeup on, cutting off your eyebrows and shit, looking like the prime example of white privilege. Yeah, she's got it. And you know what? And you a crack-ass cracker. So what's up? She's still respected in our community. So we don't give a fuck about y'all don't like her or she's ghetto. These are probably the same white people that be sitting there listening to some of that ghetto ass black music, the ghetto black music. They got all these black women scantily talking about sucking dick and all that other shit. I guarantee you she be listening to that shit. I guarantee y'all. Same motherfucking cracker. But Congresswoman Crockett said some shit about Hot Wheels. Oh, she's ghetto. Yeah. Right. Like I said, ma'am, you had a problem with her saying something that was you consider inappropriate or disrespectful, right? Ma'am, you turned around and you did the exact same shit. You acting like you so much better. You turned around and did the same exact shit by calling her ghetto. You name calling, bitch. What are you talking about? It's offensive to black people, but you don't give a fuck about that. You give a fuck about white supremacy. Why the fuck we supposed to give a fuck about what your opinion is? About if she's ghetto. Well, listen, if she's ghetto, we love her ghetto ass. How about that? We ain't mad. I'll take that ghetto black sister over your white crack ass. You goddamn female Nazi. Guarantee you, these be the same motherfuckers that be sitting there, they idolize black women, jealous of black women because they ain't got no ass. They ain't got no flavor. They ain't got no swag. They ain't got nothing. Probably don't even put salt on their chicken, nigga. Like that. Listen. And you know the crazy thing about, when white people, a lot of them, when they bake chicken, they still don't put seasoning in it. Like some of them don't. I'm just talking, man. Let me move on, man. See, motherfuckers. Man, look, don't play the dozens with black folks. We will roast your ass. Listen, there's so much material for white folks. Yeah, listen, a lot of you white folks, don't play with us like that. Don't start name calling because we will roast the shit out you. Let's move on.
Jasmine Crockett has stooped so low to mock a man in a wheelchair. She has no moral compass.
I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck about a handicapped racist? The man is a handicapped racist. The man passed bills to disenfranchise handicapped people, a community that he's a part of. You think I give a fuck about what you talking about, man? We know the real. I don't give a fuck about that handicapped racist. See, listen, I could be very, very petty and shit and be like, yo, if I wanted to get real ugly about this shit, he got a tree landed on him. That's how he got paralyzed back in the 80s. I think it was like 87. He got in an accident. A tree fell on him and paralyzed. He got paralyzed. Right? But I could be real petty and say, hey, you know, if I was just as hateful as these racists, right? I could say, well, you know what? That tree should have killed his ass. Because he wound up turning out to be a horrible person. Even as a handicapped person. With a disability. Listen, you don't want kids to have free lunches. Well, bitch, when you go into restaurants or any public places or any schools, they shouldn't have a ramp for your ass. How about that? This is the same dude that is intentionally trying to take funding from handicapped children. Don't want to help parents that have handicapped children or children with mental illness. Like, what are we talking about here? You acting like Greg Abbott is some good person or something, lady. The man is horrible. And he's a racist. And so are you.
She's completely unhinged, completely out of touch.
There's nothing more embarrassing than being a liberal who...
Listen, man, you talking about somebody's out of touch. You the same people want to go back to how the Mormons live or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. We trying to move into the future. Y'all want to go backwards. Shut the fuck up. Talking about out of touch. Bitch, no, you're out of touch. You know how I know you're out of touch? Because you're defending a dude that goes against his own people that is a part of his community. The handicapped community. What are you talking about? How about you just start reading right-wing shit and actually read other shit of horrible policies that he has done? And he has continued to try to do. He's a bad person. What are we talking about here? This motherfucker think about it, they got so much of a problem with immigrants, but they got more, they one of the top 3 states that got the most immigrants that works in their community. Illegals at that. The fuck out of here. Listen, if y'all didn't have illegals, immigrants down there, or black folks down there, Texas won't be shit. A lot of you white motherfuckers can't be in the sun that long. See, now I'm being petty because I'm sick of these motherfucking racists, man. Trying to pretend that y'all better. You ain't better than nobody because you white. Then you got a nerve to come out and defend a racist. Like Greg Abbott. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck he in a wheelchair. I don't give a fuck they make fun of Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is a race. He's a racist Hot Wheeler. However you want to look at it. I said it. They call him Hot Wheels. His name Hot Wheels. His mama call him Abbott. We call him Hot Wheels. We don't give a fuck. Mama call him Greg. We call him racist. We don't give a damn. Racist Hot Wheels. We don't. Fuck, y'all crazy, man. Hey, man, don't play these games with black folks. Now look at here come another cracker pale white bitch. Want to sit out here and talk about how disrespectful it is to the handicapped. Fuck that nigga. We ain't talking about the whole handicapped community. My daughter got a disability. So I ain't trying to make fun of motherfuckers that got a disability, but I don't give a fuck about a racist motherfucker that has a disability. I don't care. You like to harm other people, but then you get sensitive about your own personal issue. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody care about that shit. Let's move on.
There's nothing more embarrassing than being a liberal. It could be Jasmine Crockett. Well, she is a liberal. I stand by my
First of all, man, the most embarrassing thing is you stupid ass Republicans and Trump supporters. Y'all dumb as shit. Y'all are an embarrassment to the country. Y'all let us know that we the most uneducated country in the world. Y'all are part of the problem. You motherfuckers is so goddamn stupid. You don't even know that you're defending fascism. And you know what happens in fascism countries? Even the people that vote for the shit still get affected by it. But you're too stupid to know that. You motherfuckers are the embarrassment. You know the bad part about this whole situation is, people, these right-wingers are so out of touch and so fucking far gone that and I'm not a Democrat, they're making me have to defend Democrats. They're making me have to. I don't want to even defend the Democrat Party like that. I like to be fair. I like to have shit, I can defend the Democrats, I can defend the Republicans, the independents. I could criticize the Democrats, criticize the right wing, and I can criticize the middle. I would rather do that. But these right wingers has lost their damn mind. That went to the point you can't even focus on some of the dumb shit Democrats does. Or the independents. You can't even do that. These motherfuckers done lost their damn mind so much. They sitting out here getting mad about some shit that they do. You get mad at the opposite side for doing shit, and then you turn around and do the same exact shit, but then you mad about it. When people call you out about it, tell me how that makes sense. How am I supposed to be mad at the Democrats when you do the same exact thing and worse? You remember how the black conservatives talking about you got to get off the plantation on the left, but then you go back, you go get on a worse plantation. How I supposed to criticize the left when y'all out here doing stupid shit? You ain't doing nothing right. You fucking the people over more than the Democrats are. What are you talking about here? I wouldn't mind going after the Democrats. I can't spend time to do that because y'all keep fucking up. And I'm not going to ignore what you're doing. And y'all in power. So you can't keep blaming the Democrats for some shit that y'all are doing. The left this, the left that. Okay, cool. Fucking old talking point. Stop. You in power. Fix the shit. Don't keep blaming the Democrats for something that you're supposed to be fixing. All right, they fucked it up. So fix it. You can't fix it because you don't have a plan to fix nothing. You want to destroy and dismantle. Nobody told y'all, the Republicans. I don't even think Trump supporters wanted you to go in there. All of them wanted you to go, that Trump and them go in there and destroy the whole fucking federal government like they doing. Just ridiculous. But they want to sit there and act like they more intelligent than everybody when they don't even know what the fuck is going on in the government because they ain't paying attention. Because Elon Musk get on Fox News and tell, hey, we're getting rid of waste. Trump, we're getting rid of race. That's all you need to hear, and then you go lolly on back to your racist ways. And the whole time they fucking everybody over, even you. Then you want to bitch. Man, never mind. Let's move on, man. These people are unbelievable.
the human rights audience cheering on an attack on a man in a wheelchair. And I realize this is what the left has become, an angry mob of people who are cheering on attacks on a guy in a wheelchair and vandalism against people who bought a Tesla. It's pathetic.
The irony of it all, right?
Let me say this. These are the same people talking about, the left, the Democrats are mad. I'm not a Democrat, sir. I'm not part of the right or the left. If you want to consider me an independent, fine. But I'm not even an independent, sir. Listen, I vote for the best party, or the party that has the best policies. That's how I vote. Okay? Now, listen. What the fuck am I angry about? You know what I'm angry about? The level of hypocrisy in this country. That's what I'm upset about, from both sides, but mainly from the right, because you can't say on one hand you have a problem, you make all excuses for one person on your side if they make inappropriate things, or if they do say something you disagree, but then you go back and say, well, what's the name says something that got nothing to do with it. Stop being a fucking child. Stop being a child. You grown ass people, and you're on national TV, and you grown ass people in life, and you're out here talking about some other shit that would, instead of focusing on what the motherfucker did, holding that person accountable. You want everybody else to hold themselves accountable, but y'all don't. That's my issue. I'm not a fucking liberal. I'm not on the left. I despise the Democrat Party just as much as I despise the fucking Republicans. But I despise the right even worse because of the hypocrisy and a lack of humanity that they have. You're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. That just is what it is. But that's what the Democrat Party came. Angry mob. Fuck out of here, bro. You listen, this is how you supposed to stand on business. If you think the left got angry mobs, Trump stood up an angry mob on January 6th. Then he defended him. Then he pardoned him. You said you disagree with all that, but you still voted for Trump. So how the fuck are you better than the Democrats? Huh? You still voted for a motherfucker that pardoned domestic terrorists that you said that you'll disagree with, Scott Jennings. See what I mean by the hypocrisy? Trump would have supposed to have been disqualified from people's vote off of the January 6th shit. Everybody should have turned their back on him when he said or thought to pardon them people. And then when he even pardoned them, you still support him. You are a fucking hypocrite. You on a moral level, you can't speak to me. You have no morals. You can't criticize nobody or the left or anybody like that. They act like motherfucking Hunter Biden was out here killing people or something. He was just a white privileged crackhead that probably needed to see a counselor. You know, his brother died. He fucked his brother's wife. Brother widow, I'm sorry. Doing all types of goofy, crazy shit. But everybody like this man was out here committing crimes, like he was really out here hurting people. You got a known sexual assaulter in the White House. It's a couple of them around Trump too. Have been accused and admitted that they did it. You got known racists around him. And y'all have no problem with that. So what the fuck are y'all upset at Congresswoman Crockett for talking about Hot Wheels? Listen, people, they have no plan to fix shit. They just destroying shit. They're trying to destroy America. They hate the growth. Is America was we perfect or is we perfect? No, but we was trying to grow. It was growth that was happening. These racist motherfuckers want to destroy everything that everybody been helping to help build for the future. But they want to sit here and bitch and complain about some bullshit. Let's move on, y'all.
Folks are not feeling sorry about Abbott. Here it is.
Not only do I find it hilarious that she called him Governor Hot Wheels, I hope that he gets a flat tire.
And I was thinking, are y'all new here? Do y'all not know Texas? Hot Wheels is the colloquial term for Greg Abbott. And I will argue that Hot Wheels is the nicest thing that they call Greg Abbott. And it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Libertarian, Green Party, everybody calls Greg Abbott Hot Wheels.
Listen, and let me just say this. This is how bad he is. People in your own party don't like you, bro. It's like Ted Cruz. There's something about them white Texan motherfuckers. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Especially on the right. There's something about them motherfuckers. Yo, they own party don't like them niggas. And I believe it's because they so two-faced it. And it ain't just they two-faced it, they phony acting. They're very phony. Like, you can be around somebody and you can tell how somebody trying to be phony. They're a little fake. You just get the vibe from them. Like, when I get vibes like that, I stop talking. I don't interact with people like that. I try to keep my distance. Because what may happen is that I might, because I'll be totally honest sometimes. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing sometimes. I might say some shit that offend a motherfucker. Because sometimes telling the truth sometimes could offend people. And you don't want to do that all the time. You know, like, I'd rather keep my distance and keep the peace and not fucking with somebody than to be in their presence and be faking like I like them. Right? Like, it's weird. Like, it's a weird vibe. And then sooner or later, you're going to say some shit. That's why I always tell people I'm probably too honest in a bad way sometimes, right? Because it could destroy relationships that you have and stuff like that. But I'd rather be fucking honest than to sit there and pretend like everything is all good. Like, you get what I mean? Like, people be doing shit like that. Or people be holding shit back from people that they cool with, right? And then when you might have said, like, my thing is, if I say something to you, you don't like it, address that shit right there. Don't hold on to that shit. Because what happens is that shit get to building up. And then you may say something to trigger the motherfucker, say something to trigger you, and then now you blow up. Now the shit is bigger than what it's supposed to be. Because you didn't check that shit right there and there. You know what I mean? Like, people are like that. And listen, believe it or not, some shit you just let go. Some shit you be like, you gotta check. But you gotta know yourself. You gotta know sooner or later, if you keep holding shit back from not telling somebody about how the fuck you feel, sooner or later, that shit gonna blow up. And that's what happens a lot of the times. And so when you got people like Greg Abbott, you know, Ted Cruz, people like that, you want to say something to them. You don't like them in your presence. But you know, you got to play this decorum shit. We friends. You got to play that bullshit instead of telling motherfucker how you really genuinely feel about them. Don't, like I always tell people, don't pretend that we friends. You don't fuck with me, just tell me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you gonna hurt my feelings. I may not be your cup of tea. But what I won't do is allow motherfuckers to be in my presence, and then all of a sudden, I say some shit that you don't like, all of a sudden now you take the shit to the third power like I shouldn't say nothing to you. Or if I'd offend you, you don't say nothing about it, and then I'm supposed to be a motherfucking somehow a psychic to know that your feelings got hurt. I don't like being around people like that. And I named the person True. Since you want to act like you want to act, nigga. Nigga hold on some shit for almost damn near a whole year. And I supposed to thought, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be what's her name? God rest her soul, Miss Cleo out this bitch. To understand he got offended by something I said, but I don't know what the fuck he mad about. And then I called him, he never say nothing. Fuck, how I know? If you got a problem in your life too as well, and you don't tell me what the problem is, how the fuck I know? People crazy. I'm telling y'all, man. You don't want people like that around you if they gonna act like that. I'm a little nigga. But I'd rather for niggas to be honest with me if I'm right or wrong, or if I did something to you or not. I don't mean to go off, people, but that shit bothered me yesterday. I try to talk to this nigga, he acting like a pussy and shit. Like a woman and shit. Like, nigga, let's sit down and talk about this shit. I couldn't have said something that was so bad that you can't have a conversation. And if I did, okay, fine. Act like you don't know me. Act like you never met me before. Who the fuck does that, man? We grown, bro. We too old for that shit. Nigga, like I fucked your girl or some shit like that, or I called your woman a bitch. Or I stole from you or something, nigga. Like, niggas is crazy, man. Like, the weird shit that dudes do. Like, I double-crossed him or something. Like, I flipped on him for another dude or something. Like you know what I mean? Like, I stopped fucking with him because of another dude or something. Like, you my man, but I don't fuck with that nigga. And then I stopped fucking with you because of that. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to put that out there. That nigga tried to be on some bullshit. You talk about me on YouTube and shit. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. What up?
You talking about the same man that wants to do away with 504 for the disability kids in Texas? That's the Greg Abbott, the Hot Wheels. We all call him Hot Wheels. Okay? Yeah, we call him Hot Wheels in Texas. He said remove all DEI, including them ramps. All them ramps for him to get in there, we want them removed. Okay?
Yeah, you know what? If we gonna start calling shit DEI, them rants that they have for the disabled, the people in the wheelchairs, that shit should go. We shouldn't have no rants. They should be able to get up and walk up the steps. Because everything DEI now. You want to help the disabled? You want to help the mentally ill? DEI. DEI. It's just human decency to want to help people move around in the world better or be successful if they've been disenfranchised. Like what we talking about here? Everything's fucking DEI with these people. Are we calling, is helping the Jewish people out in Israel DEI? Oh, but helping the Pakistani people that you racist Jews don't like, or you racist as white people, all of a sudden y'all don't like, you hate Pakistani people, helping them, that's DEI. Wow. Everything's DEI. Passing tax cuts for the rich is DEI. They should be able to pay their fair share in taxes. Everybody know that is just how shit supposed to go. If you make more money, they supposed to tax you more. Because you make more money. But somehow, some way, Republican voters are so stupid that they think the rich shouldn't pay as much because they're rich. How that makes sense? But we don't make no money. We barely getting by, but we should pay higher taxes. Oh, they slow. They fucking slow out here, man. Bunch of slow ass motherfuckers. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Top? Bunch of slow motherfuckers, boy. I told you this country is, listen, we the worst country in the world right now. We the worst. These people embarrasses us. The Republicans, Trump supporters, y'all make us look bad every day. Every day around the world. They just, around the world, they be like, look at these motherfucking Americans. Boy, these motherfuckers are stupid. They ignorant as shit. They get ready to turn their country into a dictatorship. They stupid as shit. Like I said, there ain't no such thing. Nigga, I die before I let somebody enslave me. That shit is not happening. Trump is not my president. And I keep saying that. The Republican Party do not represent me. And then I'm gonna just tell y'all, if Trump and the Republicans try to pull this dictatorship, at a certain point, the Supreme Court and the military gotta make a motherfucking choice. Are y'all okay with dictatorship? Because y'all are the last line of defense. Some shit is just right and some shit is just wrong, people. And motherfuckers gotta choose. Humanity matters more than some fucking government. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on.
Hot Wheels don't get no special treatment at all.
Y'all Republicans, y'all a bunch of crybabies, man. Y'all crybabies. Y'all could dish it out, but you can't take it. You said, your president said that the Haitians was eating the dogs. They was eating the cats.
And now, mind you, these same Republicans that you seen that were talking earlier, they had no problem with it. They actually was defending it. They actually was making excuses of why he said it. There was no motherfucking evidence of that. But they defended it. Scott Jennings, you on national TV defending that shit. But we supposed to be upset at Congresswoman Crookett for calling Hot Wheels Hot Wheels. Well, because he has a disability. You ain't give a fuck about them black Haitians. That was offensive to all black Haitians in America that are natural born citizens. You didn't care about them. It didn't just affect those, what he said about those Haitians in Ohio. It is, natural born American Haitians here. You didn't give a fuck about them. You didn't care about them being offended. And even some shit that Dr. Richie gonna bring up with the handicap community, I guess, organization, they're upset. Well, where the fuck was y'all when he was talking about the Haitians? Listen, this is why I don't like being a part of an organization. It's because of the simple fact, do you understand what injustice means? Do you understand what's offensive? Only when your people get offended, then you're upset. But then when somebody else's community get offended, you don't say shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And there's no disrespect to people that's in wheelchairs. I know people that's in wheelchairs. Like, you get what I mean? The handicap. I'm not trying to disrespect the handicap community. But some of you motherfuckers that be running these organizations, y'all get on my nerves, man. With your fake outrage. When you wanna be mad about something. Be mad about all the injustice. Be mad about all the people that get offended from their different races. And their cultures. Not just yours. Black people have gave you the blueprint, but you still don't follow the blueprint. So that's why when the last election was over, black people say you're on your fucking own. Don't come whining, crying, talking about we get out and protest. Listen, people, them people out there protesting against Tesla and all that shit, that ain't black folks. That's white people. Fuck out of here. Ain't got nothing to do with us. We just, listen, we just waiting on our shit. We waiting for them to come at us. We wait. And I told black people how we protest. We stop buying shit. Listen, if all the black people in this country just say, you know, that works, and say, we ain't going to work. It'll fuck the economy up in a day. I don't give a fuck how many white people and other minority groups up here. They gonna miss that money. They gonna miss that production. It ain't enough of them like that. And then you gotta think about it. You got other minority groups that rock with black people, and if we get on some type of shit like that, they ain't gonna go. So, like, do y'all really want to go that route? Black people, understand your fucking power. It may not seem like all the time we got power, but we do. They start doing some, like, if they go, listen, they already went far. But if they get to the point where they're talking about doing some, you know what I mean, crossing that line, I ain't gonna say the line, but y'all know the line they're gonna try to cross. And if they cross that bitch, well, all right, then we ain't going to work. You don't like homeless people, nigga? I know how to go camping, nigga. I know how to put me up a tent. Nigga, I don't need to live in a house to be comfortable. You know how much fucking technology is now, people? Do you know? All you need is a solar panel. You can live outdoors for the rest of your life. Have all your electronics, all your shit, have your TV plugged up, all that shit, man. You go, listen, it's your generator. Listen, I don't even know why a lot of poor people be living like the way they live, man. All this technology and shit. Motherfuckers should be out there with 60-inch screens out that bitch, portable projectors and shit. Like, y'all crazy, man. That's why I always try to teach my people about survival skills. Stock up on shit. Buy shit. That portable charger right there, get you a couple of the motherfuckers. And down there, I got one for down here, one for upstairs. One for in my basement. You supposed to have those shits. Keep them charged. You never know what these motherfuckers gonna do. Listen, man. These motherfuckers even trying to go high up on electricity when people barely getting by. They raising rent and shit. Shit, nigga, they try to raise the mortgage up. Yeah, all these people say, we're going to let the states make decisions. Let me just explain something to you. All states don't make great decisions. So sometimes you need the federal government to come in and make the state fix shit or do the right thing. People keep forgetting about slavery and Jim Crow. Like, and segregation. I don't know why y'all keep acting like this shit can't happen again. You keep fucking around. These people, they're pushing for that. They want everybody. Think about all the religious nut jobs. They all want we need God back. Oh, these motherfuckers ain't even never met God. But they want to push Christianity religion on everybody. But I thought Christianity just for white folks. Why you want black people to be Christians? Why you want other races of people to be Christians? This is a Christian nation. Okay, and for white folks. But it's all wrapped around white supremacy to control people. It was so, you know how easy it was for Hitler to, or a lot of these dictators to control their people was through religion. That's how America did it. To put the fear in people, God ain't gonna accept you if you don't accept this Christianity. You mistreating me, but God saying I got to be a slave? God saying that it's okay for you to beat and rape and murder people? And like, your God is saying that? That's okay? Nah. Your religion is saying that? Nah, I don't want to be a part of that shit. People thought that when I stopped being religious is because of some other things, right? But I stopped being religious because I came to find out that's how dictators and fascist people control populations. When you got people that think outside of a religion, they're to the religious people, they are dangerous to, it's dangerous for them. They don't want anybody to think. Only think what we want you to think. Go listen. Go look at some of these white pastors or these priests. Go listen to them. Go watch some shit. It's on YouTube. They got YouTube channels, nigga. Like, go watch some of that shit and the shit they saying. Just listen to it. And judge it for yourself. That shit don't make no sense. I'm supposed to stop being a human, a good human being to serve a God that want me to do bad by others, want me to mistreat others, because your God and your religion says that. Tell me how that makes sense, people. But let's move on.
Y'all call Michelle Obama a man, but y'all can't take it. Y'all can't take it when sis say
you. And this is what I don't like. These are the same people talking about women's rights and don't let men in sports in the bathrooms, but you had a black woman that was the first lady, and you decided to call her a man. But they believe in women's rights. They here to protect women. How? When you disrespect women. You don't have to agree. Michelle Obama said nothing. Like she was the first lady. She didn't really say too much. The first lady doesn't really say too much, right? But they criticized her, called all types of he, she's, and called her transgender. They was going off with all the disrespect of this black woman. And these are the same people now that's trying to pretend that they protecting women. Okay. It should have been never okay. And people think, oh, it's just on social media they was doing this shit. No, they was on national platforms saying this shit on Fox News. But these are the same people telling us they for women. Let's move on, y'all.
Governor Hot Wells. From now on, Gregory Abbott is Governor Hot Wells. Y'all don't want that smoke with Black America. What we doing? Y'all want to crack jokes? Let's crack jokes. Let's crack jokes. Y'all want to play the dozens? Y'all want to roast? Let's roast.
Now, I just want to be honest. I'm telling racist white people this. You don't really want that smoke from us. We're not our ancestors. We will check your ass. We will get in your real black people. We don't play like that. You get them black political people to be on CNN and Fox and MSNBC. Okay, cool. You get them Negroes. And we still got love for them, but you got them Negroes. Okay, cool. But real black people, we don't play that shit. We ain't scared of y'all. I don't know why you think that. I don't know why your parents taught you that, but we're not scared of you. Nigga, we love Martin Luther King. Nigga, we love us Martin Luther King. We love the king. But nigga, and we respect Martin Luther King, but nigga, listen. Our mind frame is Malcolm X, nigga, by any means necessary. You play with black people, keep playing with us. You're going to fuck around and find out. I got a story coming up that where black people in Ohio, them Nazis came, nigga, and them Nazis, they were strapped, and all them black people, all them guns weren't going to save them. They had the police had to save them because we was going to fuck them up. We probably fucked them up and took their guns. Like you playing with black people. Now you got black people in Ohio rolling around, nigga, with them things on them, protecting the community, walking the kids to school. Come on, hey, you know, the media, this seems like it's some dangerous. We don't give a fuck about that. Don't talk to us about that bullshit. These Nazis came in our community to harm our children. And you talking about some shit that we're trying to harm our children? The fuck out of here. You think this sending a bad message? I don't give a fuck what it sends. Hopefully the racists understand you play with black communities like that. Listen, I don't know. Listen, your parents might have told you black people is less than. They inferior. Like they're nothing. They're not like that. Tell you something. It's a quote that Tupac said in one of his raps. I think it was not California Love. It was something. I forgot the damn song title. But anyway, he said, we might fight amongst each other, but you come fuck with us, we'll burn this shit down. We'll come together. That's black folks. You push us to the edge. You push our backs towards the wall. Well, we ain't got no choice but to fight for each other. We will. That's what's special about our people. You can't play with black people like that. Listen, man. Y'all white people, and the problem with white folks is they're not educated. They don't know about our community. They just assume from afar. They're not around us. They don't know our mind frame of how we work, or how we move in the world. They have no clue. They assume from afar. They get one black friend, or they see one black person do something bad. They think we all that. Okay, cool. Think whatever you want to think. See what happened. Keep fucking with us and see what happened. Like I told y'all, Trump can do whatever the fuck he want to do. We waiting on that one thing. I ain't gonna say it. My people know what I'm talking about. We waiting on that one thing for him to do. And y'all will see what happened. We waiting. That's why I keep telling and trying to prepare my people for what's going to most likely they're gonna try to happen, make happen. And I guarantee you it's going to be a rude awakening in America. America won't be the same. You think what Trump doing now fucking up? Okay, cool. You white motherfuckers keep playing with black folks and you cross that line. We waiting for you. Cross that line. Some of you racist white people, cross that line and see what happened. Trying to tell y'all, man, white people got the game fucked up. A lot of these white folks, they got the game fucked up. They really don't know what black people are capable of doing. They really don't know. And the bad part about it is that they think we're scared of them. They think we're scared of them. We're not scared of y'all. We know who y'all are. You don't know who we are. Because you got a perception of what the mainstream media tells you you think you know about black folks. And the reason that you don't want black kids to understand their history, because we've been fighting for hundreds of years. So you want to take the black history out of the schools so our black people feel like we don't have no representation, or we don't have no strong black people to make our children weak. I know the game you trying to play, but that's why I tell black people, teach your kids. The one thing a teacher that is most likely a fucking racist, they don't like, is a black child that knows what the fuck they're talking about and that it will embarrass them in front of the class. Let's move on.
The term Governor Hot Wheels socialized colloquialism in Texas. People on the left and right say it. Okay, it's no secret. For those outside of Texas, it may have been a oh my goodness moment, but there's some context. So, U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat out of Texas, refused to apologize for the nickname she gave to the Texas.
And let me say this, and she shouldn't. She shouldn't apologize. Apologize for what? Trump ain't never apologized. Republicans defend all his fucked up shit that he has said about handicapped people. That's another thing. These same people outraged, but ain't one mad at Trump when he called a disabled reporter, made fun of him. They had no problem with that. That was funny to them, because to them it was the left. It was the left mentally challenged people. I'm sorry, handicapped people. They didn't give a fuck about them. It's like Greg Abbott. He don't give a fuck. You out here rolling around in a goddamn wheelchair, but you want to stop funding for the same people that have the same disability that you have. Why? That don't make no sense. Let's move on.
Governor during that event, Greg Abbott, recently clarified that it had nothing to do with his wheelchair accessibility. While delivering remarks at the Human Rights Campaign's LA dinner on Saturday,
let me be real. I love Congresswoman Crockett. I wish she would have stood more in it. Said, yeah, I said it. Why would I care if he offended because he in a wheelchair? He's a racist in a wheelchair. He don't even care about the disabled. I'm not talking about the whole disabled people. I'm talking about him. A disabled racist. But let's move on.
The state of politics in a home state, referring to Abbott as Governor Hot Wheels. Now, Crockett's comment drew criticism from Republicans and disability rights groups. Crockett's counterpart in the Texas congressional delegation, Republican Representative Randy Weaver.
The disability, who was it? The disability rights group. Where the fuck was y'all at when you know, we didn't hear from them when they were talking about the Haitian? Where was they at when Elon Musk and them was talking about pardon Derek Chauvin? We ain't hear shit from the what was it, the disabled rights group. We ain't hear shit from you, but now you mad about Greg Abbott. Fuck Greg Abbott. And let me be very, very honest about this. I ain't saying everybody that's in that group is bad people, but fuck the bad people that's defending this motherfucking shit or trying to go at the Congresswoman Crockett. for saying what she said. She said what she said. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I ain't got no motherfucking empathy or sympathy for a racist handicapped person. You don't get no special treatment. You already got your ramps. You can't be criticized, can't be made fun of, you can't be disrespected because you disrespect others. This man disrespects black folks because they black. So why I give a fuck that he handicapped? You using our race against us, but we can't use your handicappedness of being in a wheelchair against you. Fuck out of here. Fuck that dude, man. Let's move on, y'all.
Said he would file a censure resolution against the Democratic Congresswoman in the U.S. House of Representatives. Quote, the story of our great governor of Texas is one of unwavering resilience and perseverance. Meanwhile, the actions of Jasmine Crockett, stooping to vile levels of discrimination and despicable political acts, are nothing short of reprehensible, the congressman told.
Oh, they don't like discrimination, but they do it all the time, discriminating against other people because of the color of their skin. Now they care about discrimination. These are the same people that discriminate against transgenders and gay folks, but somehow, some way, we supposed to give a fuck about. Oh, now, Congresswoman Crockett, you calling discriminating against handicapped people. Okay, cool. Call it whatever you want to call it. But like I said, you have no moral high ground to talk about shit. You discriminate against people all the time. So who the fuck gives a fuck about you all of a sudden saying she discriminating? Okay, it don't feel good, do it? It don't feel good when somebody that you care about or like or love, that they've been discriminated against because of their circumstances. You don't care about that. I mean, you care about that, but you don't care about others that's being discriminated against. But I'm supposed to give a fuck about that. Okay, cool. Whatever. Like I said, fuck him. He's a racist in a wheelchair. I don't care. You can't on one hand be upset and mad at somebody discriminating against you, but then you turn right around and discriminate. Your whole purpose, your whole situation that you in is to discriminate against others. But then you get upset when somebody discriminates against you. That shit don't make no sense. The hypocrisy of that shit. But anyway, let's move on, y'all. This shit is crazy, man.
Fox News on Tuesday, Governor Abbott reacted to Crockett's remarks during an interview on Fox News, telling Sean Hannity, quote, it's another day, another disaster by the Democrats. The reality is they have no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate, and Americans are not buying it. Wow, bam, they turned that around quickly.
Yeah, they did. They always do that. These are the same folks, the same party, that every policy they got is to discriminate against others. The gays, the mentally ill people. They don't want to fund that. Listen. Tell me what party is trying to help the people that are being discriminated against or not getting the help that they need. They go against it. This is the Republican policies. They go against the mentally ill, the handicapped. They want to defund all that shit, right? People with health conditions. They want to discriminate and pass bills to go against that, right? Then on the other hand, they want to go against women's rights, right? They want to go against the gay community, the black community, the Mexican community. These are the same people that discriminate and pass policies that will hurt marginal other people that's being discriminated against. But now all of a sudden you say Governor Hot Wheels, everybody upset. They upset about what it's discrimination. Which your whole purpose, your whole policy, your whole movement is about discriminating against others. So you mad at somebody that you like is being discriminated against with a disability. None of this shit makes any sense. And like I said, they can dish it, but they can't take it. So you can't take the shit, so now you're mad. You're upset. Oh, discriminating. The left is discriminating. People are discriminated against me. You go against everything. The same people you're trying to defend because he's a part of that community, which he passed policies to go against the people in his own community, which is the people that's disabled. What were you talking about? How you defend the guy that does that? Sean Tony said to live and die down late. That's what that was. That was the song. I mean, yeah, that was the song. The title of the song. To live and die in LA. That was the song that I got the quote from. But like, come on, bro. Y'all need to stop. Republicans, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all don't got no, like I said, Republicans and Trump supporters do not have the moral high ground to speak about nothing. I don't care what they talking about. You can't make me feel bad about some shit that you already discriminate against. Somehow y'all the people that's defending discrimination. Please, y'all pass policies to actually hurt people that being discriminated against. To take the funding away. You love the troops, you love the veterans, but you dismantling the veteran programs. You find veterans. None of this shit makes any sense. But stupid Trump supporter voters, you know, they just look at right-wing shit all the time and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They the stupidest people in this country. And that's real talk.
All right, in a statement, Congresswoman Crockett clarified that a reference to Governor Abbott had nothing to do with his disability, which was caused by a 1984 accident in which a tree fell on him while on the run, causing permanent spinal damage. Quote, I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition, Crockett wrote on X. She continued, I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into the communities led by Black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among the most vulnerable, end quote. The Texas attorney and lawmaker added, quote, literally, the next line I said was, he was a hot-ass mess, referring to his terrible policies. At no point did I mention or allude to his condition. So I'm even more appalled at the very people who unequivocally supported Trump, man who known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged. Crockett challenged her critics over the comments about Abbott to, quote, keep that same energy for all people, not just your political adversaries. She added, quote, finally, this is yet another distraction. Instead of obsessing over and hanging on to every word, maybe my political foes should focus on doing the work of the people who elected us to improve their lives. And Congresswoman,
first of all, they don't care about none of that shit. They care about them rich people coming in, taking over your people's land, cutting people own land, and the federal government comes in and take their land to build some stupid ass wall. They don't even pay the people. They just take their land. They don't say, look, we're going to give y'all some money or something to take your land to build this wall on. They just take the land and declare federal land. That's what they do. So, like, please stop with the nonsense. Like, it's a lot of corruption and bullshit going on in Texas, and the Republicans run that state. Ask those people that they have stolen their land to build Trump's stupid ass wall. and ain't pay them. They just declare it's federal land. How? They own the land. How the fuck is it federal land? You motherfuckers don't really read and educate yourself on shit. Trump supporters, y'all don't know shit. This is what happens when they want to bring segregation back. This is what happens when you're not being taught anything and you're segregated from other races of people. You don't even know how the government work, but you some type of a fucking patriot, but you don't know how the government work. These motherfuckers, Elon Musk and them went in there and fired all them people that was a part of the nuclear program. And talking about, oh, it was a mistake. It ain't no mistake. You was being reckless. You can't make no mistake like that. These people are in charge of the nuclear program. These people are very important in this country, in the world. They don't get the credit for it because they're not known a lot of the times, or known at all, because it's supposed to be secret, right? But people, they fired people that knew how the nuclear program worked. You don't fire those people. And then, oops, we made a mistake. Okay. Then when you do that, you fire all those people, then you undermine the people that are there, and they can't do everything. Then you put America, life in danger, the world in danger by doing that shit. What if these people, somebody didn't know what the fuck they was doing? It's not their area to know how shit work. Right? And the fucking nuclear go off. And then the other country figure the nuke is coming towards them or whatever, and then now they send nukes because they thinking America declaring war on their country. See how stupid this is? But anyway, we're amongst Trump supporters. They stupid. They dumb and they stupid. They don't know how shit works. Yeah, cut it all. Cut everything in the federal government. Okay, cool. Now, elderly people, your grandparents, my grandparents, everybody's grandparents, they get Social Security, calling to try to figure out why they ain't getting their checks. And that's how they live. That's how they've been getting by for the last couple of decades. But we got to cut something. The shit that you need to cut, they ain't even cutting to save money. You dumb motherfucker. You Trump supporters stupid. Let's move on.
Astute in your observation. They are utilizing incidents like this and incidents created by the right in order to basically distract from the reality that they are not delivering on the promises. How does this impact the cost of living? That was a promise that is gone. How does this impact your ability to have economic progress? It doesn't. How does it give you more jobs? How does it help you in your employment status? Does not. How does this help the stock market? These are promises that the Republicans made. They're not delivering on them. So they're distracting their own base by doing this. All right?
They distract their own base with stupidity. Because they know they base is stupid. And like I said, them people that got on their social media start calling her ghetto and all that other shit, you focus on that stupid ass shit of Greg Abbott of being discriminated against, but you ain't worrying about other people being discriminated against. First of all, the veterans got discriminated against. They cut the veteran programs. The same people that you say that you care about. I don't see the uproar about that. These people people serve the country, need help. People that are used to be veterans that run these programs to help people help other veterans with their mental illness. You don't give a fuck about them. Do you want about what Crockett said about this disabled Hot Wheel racist? We don't care. It's more important shit. He in a wheelchair. He living a good life. Like, it's people on both sides of the party, regardless. They know he in a wheelchair. Still says that he's a horrible person. You think because somebody is disabled in a wheelchair that they ain't bad people? It's almost like that notion they put out there and pretend that all Jews are good. No, they're not. It's some racist ass Jews out here. What the fuck are you talking about? If it's some bad black people, it's some bad Jews, it's some bad white folks, it's some bad Europeans, it's some bad Latinos and other groups and handicapped people. Everybody know Kanye West is somewhat, I say somewhat, but people say he's mentally ill. He's a bad person. By defending that see, they get ready to piss me off. Ain't nobody, listen, the fuck out of here. Ain't even no empathy for Kanye. Fuck him. Slavery was a choice. All right, bitch. Let me say this. When people say stupid shit like that, well, let me do you a favor. Let me give you game in a way. If you think slavery was a choice, take your ass to jail and see how slavery is. And tell me if slavery was a choice. Just voluntary and go and be a slave. Be a prison. I'll be a prisoner. Go ahead, just voluntary. That's what black people did. We volunteered to be slaves. We chose to be slaves. Well, that means people that voluntarily go to prison too to be slaves. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Don't let these people bamboozle you in nonsense. Kanye West is a stupid, ignorant motherfucker, and he's a horrible human being. And I don't give a fuck about his mental illness. I don't care. This whole notion that we give people passes for being evil and being disrespectful to others. The moment I like Hitler. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hitler ain't never did shit to me, but I don't fuck with Hitler. Because he hurt people. He murdered people. Fuck are we talking about? You a black man in America. Any black person that actually even defend somebody like Hitler, you out your damn mind. You smoking crack. I ain't got to be no Jewish person to understand that that's stupid. That shit is offensive. Fuck Kanye West and fuck people like him. People talking about it's just freedom of speech to say what he want. He do try to fight for, because listen, let me just say this. A lot of people defending Kanye West, right? And I don't mean go off on enough subject, but people out here trying to defend Kanye West. On one point they said, well, he a genius, and yeah, he got mental illness, but he a genius. I don't give a fuck about that music shit. Your words hurt people. Now, and then the other part, they defending Kanye West, saying, well, you know, he talking about the elites that's in the music industry. So, even if that is true, why would you defend Hitler? Would you say all Jews are bad? And you're a black man. And you should know how that feel when motherfuckers group you in to thinking that because couple of black people do some things, you all bad too. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Ain't no defending Kanye. Fuck that nigga. Let's move on, y'all.
The President of the United States has spent his first 2 months in office trying out a new tactic to not answer questions from reporters. The tactic, feign ignorance.
No, my bad. Let me say this. They're talking about the incident with Trump. He don't know shit. But I told you, Trump knows. He's not that intelligent, but Trump knows what the fuck kind of going on. And him sitting there pretending that he don't know what's going on around in his cabinet is bullshit. And even if that's the case, the shit is dangerous. When the president don't know what the fuck is going on. And then why Scott Jennings try to be like, well, it was crazy for Democrats to sit there and defend Joe Biden knowing that he had a mental illness. I mean, he was mentally declining. Like, that's the same thing. But you're telling me, you saying Trump is on his game, but he's on his game, but he don't know what the fuck going on in his cabinet? That don't make any sense. At least if it came to Biden, all right, they knew, but it was people around him trying to help him, to protect him. Trump supposed to be on his game. He's sharp, but he don't know what's going on in his cabinet. That don't make no sense. That's not even a comparison. But let's move on.
I know nothing about it. I did not. I know nothing about that. I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. I don't know anything about Signal. I wasn't involved in this. I wasn't involved with it. I wasn't there.
Nothing.
How does the president of the United States don't know about war plans? How you do not know what all your senior members in these departments on a war issue, a situation of classified information about bombing another country, you don't know nothing about it. You're the president. You ain't my president, but I'm just saying, you the president. How the fuck you don't know? I don't know nothing about it. Nobody briefed you that the media was going to ask you about these questions? Like, what the fuck? But like I said, either way how you look at it, even if he didn't know, it's still bad. It's probably worse that if he did know, that he don't know. It's probably worse that he don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, you the president, bro. They don't want to tell me that Trump is the greatest president we ever had. He don't know shit. He just told, I don't know. I know nothing about it. I don't know anything. You don't know nothing. Okay. We in trouble, people. Let's move on. This motherfucker don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. I know nothing about it. Listen, first of all, I do not believe Trump didn't know anything about a lot of this shit. He knew. There's no way they gonna be doing some shit to bomb a country that the president is not know. He's not. They're not letting him know what they're getting ready to do. That's bullshit. So I know you know Trump is just playing stupid. Like he didn't know. I didn't know anything. But let's move on.
The file was shared.
Well, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure. You have to ask the various people involved. I really don't know.
Have you been briefed about the soldiers in Lithuania who are missing?
No, I haven't.
He don't know nothing. These are soldiers. I don't know nothing about it. How you don't know? You're the president. He the president of the United States. He don't know that we got some troops that's missing. What? No, I know nothing about it. How you Trump? You are the commander in chief. You have to know that it's some military troops that's missing. That's impossible for you not to know that. And listen, even if it's true, what are you doing? I told you. This nigga, let's just say he don't know. But I told y'all, this nigga don't want to be president. He just letting these crazy motherfuckers run the shit. Right? These ruthless, stupid motherfuckers. Now, he say he ain't know. I'm telling y'all, Trump was golfing maybe like when he became the president. I think he was golfing like 2 or 3 days later. He wastes no time to start golfing. He's back down in Mar-a-Lago, nigga. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all notice that the media, for some weird reason, they're not asking where Melania Trump is? Trump ain't in that White House like that, y'all. Trump is in Mar-a-Lago chilling. When you see Trump in the White House, nigga, they are calling him back to perceive that he is on top of some shit. And then he get that, I know nothing about it. How you the president? Nobody around you briefed you on what was going on? So nobody in your administration knew what was going on? Excuse me, with these soldiers that's missing? Nothing. Come on, bro. Yo. This is what happens when you elect an idiot. The whole Republican Party is stupid. I don't give a fuck how intelligent or what they, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit don't look good. Yo, listen, people, my honest opinion, don't be shocked. Do not be shocked that we get a terrorist attack happen in this country because of the incompetence of the whole fucking Republican Party. Because when a terrorist attack happened in this country, 9/11 happened, Republicans was in control. You had the stupid motherfucker George Bush. Just trying to tell y'all. Don't be shocked. And don't be shocked that even Trump and all them is making us unsafe for this to happen so it can be a distraction of what they're really trying to do. Because they thinking that a domestic terrorist shit that happens in a country will join the country together. Like we would come together, we all will get on the same page. No, we're not. No, we're not. Social media is way too big for that right now. But they trying to pull the same playbook from George Bush. He was doing kind of similar to the same shit of making our country unsafe. So we can go to war. So they can come in and do some fucked up shit. The terrorists to come do some fucked up shit so we can go to war and somehow we can deflect from what Trump is doing. I mean, from what Bush was doing. And that's the same thing Trump is doing. There's no way impossible, bro. He don't know what the fuck going on. And if he doesn't know, that's even worse. But anyway, let's move on.
I don't know. Yeah, me. He wasn't involved in the signal thing. He was not involved in it.
But there's a lot of I don't know. There's a lot of I don't know.
Well,
He wasn't know about it. He wasn't involved in it.
Seriously, I do think that the fact that the President of the United States was not briefed on 4 missing soldiers, I mean, having been in the White House, that is something you would brief. So I don't know, maybe Mike Waltz was
because he's lying. And then you hear Scott Jennings talking about, well, he wasn't a part of it. It doesn't matter. The buck stops with him. You got motherfuckers under you just doing stupid shit. It doesn't matter. The accountability goes on the fucking president. Why your fucking people that you push to be nominated is out this bitch doing stupid shit on a chat? And I don't give a fuck if you know about it or not. The buck stops with you. You the man. You the president. You the boss. And I didn't know nothing about it. So, even if that's true, so what? Something ain't right in your administration. You know what Trump should have said? I didn't know nothing about it, but now I know about it. Listen, that shit won't happen again. Some heads gonna get rolled. Consequences supposed to happen. You're putting American lives in danger. He don't give a fuck. That's what a real president would do. He ain't no real president. This nigga's a puppet for the rich. For the dictators, the motherfuckers that ain't our allies. He intentionally making our country unsafe on purpose. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if he didn't know, that's even worse. I wasn't a part of it. That's even worse. What the fuck was you doing when this shit was happening? I guarantee you, we find out what Trump was doing, I guarantee you he wasn't in the White House. He was in Mar-a-Lago. Let's move on, y'all. This is the most incompetent administration or presidency we have ever seen. This is worse than when he was in office the first time. This shit is bad, people. This shit is bad. This motherfucker is actually making America unsafe. Like I said, don't be shocked. A terrorist attack gonna happen. Just being real.
busy those last couple of days, but somebody should have briefed the president on that. I do think it's like just a little odd that he says he doesn't know anything about things that he's actually supposedly signed. Maybe he signed it via AutoPen or something else. But he definitely has spoken. I mean, he has signed proclamations, and then he says I don't know anything about that. That is also a serious problem. I'd rather have him.
And let me say this: he's signing shit that he don't even know what he's signing. Executive orders. Trump is not running. Listen, let's just go off of the narrative that Trump don't know what he don't know what the fuck he doing. We already know that. But just go off of the narrative that he don't know what the fuck going on. He the president, bro. He ain't my president, but I'm just saying he the president of the United States of America. You don't know what the fuck you signing, bro? You know nothing. I don't know. I don't know. You said on national TV and signed some of this shit, but you don't know what it is? That should be a concern.
Like he doesn't know about something, which I'm sure he probably does know about some of this stuff, then not talk to the press at all. I mean, he's the most accessible president that I've ever seen in modern history. I mean, you know, your boss never talked to the press.
Sure, I think, look, I totally hear the point.
First of all, man, you laughing like this shit is okay. Because he's most accessible president. First of all, let me just say this. You can be accessible, right? But if you're lying and you're putting out bad information and you say that you don't know shit, how transparent is that? That's not transparent. That means for me, that will make me lose confidence that you know what you're doing. You get in front of these press conferences, I don't know nothing. I don't give a fuck how excessive acceptable you can get to him, like you can get to him and talk to him. It doesn't matter. If he don't know now, what the fuck? I ain't learned nothing. The president ain't say shit. What does it matter that he does interviews? He talks to the press. He don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. And they think that shit is okay. It's not. I'd rather for a president not to speak more. He got people for that. That, you know what that let me know? That the people that's speaking for the president, that he's involved. He's letting them know this is what needs to be said. This is what not need to be said. I don't need to see the president all the fucking time. Especially if the president is going to get there and don't tell us nothing. I don't know nothing. Actually genuinely tell you, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what I signed. These are executive orders that you said you approve of. I don't know nothing about some executive orders. I don't know what's in them. No, I don't know. I don't even know about the troops. The four troops. No, I don't know anything about that. What? Listen, Republicans are on national TV defending this shit. That he don't know nothing. He don't know what's going on. Because the media can talk to him. But he's not telling you nothing. Just I'd rather for him not to know nothing. Like what's going on? People that's like, all right, prime example. That's like when you go to some of these YouTube channels, right? And they start talking about issues, right? And they tell you about the issue, but they don't know the details. They're just telling you the story. My point is, at this point, well, what are you telling me the story? Why are you telling me the story? You don't know the detail. You don't know nothing. So you're just telling me just to let me know that these things happen? What happened? That's how dumb we have got in America. That people just can come out, tell you stories, but don't tell you the details of why it happened, what's really going on, why it went this way or nothing. People just say, well, I'm just breaking news. Okay, you breaking news. So what? What's the details? Why did this shit happen? Why did this breaking news even happen? No, I can't tell you that because I don't know nothing. What are you telling me for? What are you telling me about some shit you know nothing about? You telling me about a situation you know nothing about, but you just want to give me the. You can't give me information because you don't know nothing. You're just telling me it happened. Okay, cool. What is the reason why this happened? Give me the details. I need details. What's happening? I don't know. Well, why are you talking about it? I told y'all a lot of times, people, I don't talk about shit that I don't know nothing about. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about an issue or a situation that I didn't research or find some shit out. And now if I will say in certain situations, I may say, hey, all the details ain't came out, but I'm going to give y'all the details that I do know. And I'm going to come back and maybe do the story again with more details. But I usually don't like talking about shit that I don't have details about, or why this happened, or what's going on, why the situation even happened. I usually don't want to talk about shit like that. But here and there I do. But this dude comes out every day, or every chance he get, come out, they ask him questions about certain shit. He don't know nothing. And somehow the Republicans like, hey, you know, let's move on, man.
Hey, people should talk to the press a lot. It's just you're not actually conveying information if you don't know anything about anything going on.
I would rather the president just get on TV and say, I don't know, than as opposed to some of the other stuff that he said in the past when he's pretended to know. So just say, I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe he should know some of these things.
Can I just go back though? From a security perspective, he probably, especially on the soldiers, he probably knows, but by the way, that's still an active national security issue for our military, so we probably can't.
Ma'am, stop gaslighting people. If he even knows about the situation, all you gotta do is say, yeah, I know about the situation. We handled it. That's all he gotta say. For him to say, talking about for we are this shit. Like, this is why I like talking to stupid people. This is stupid what she just said. Listen, ma'am, do you understand if it's a national security issue? Right? An investigation. Ma'am, all you gotta do is say, yeah, I know about it, we handling it. Or something like, yeah, I know about it, but we looking into it to see what the hell is going on. That would make more sense to me. He ain't got to go into too much of the details. But to sit there and say, I ain't know nothing about them soldiers getting missing. That's not being transparent. That means you don't know nothing. She was like, well, it could have been a national security. Oh, man, he ain't got to get into crazy details for me. But to sit there and pretend you didn't know, and you admitted yourself, man, he probably know what happened to them soldiers. But so why lie about it? Why sit there? I don't know nothing. Yeah, we know about it. We looking more into it. We trying to take care of it. We trying to look into the situation. We looking into the situation. Yeah, we know about it. We're looking into the situation. That's all he got to say. If that's the case of what she's trying to say. Trump is sitting here on national TV in front of the press, in front of the world, in front of the country, saying he don't know nothing about the goddamn soldiers that's missing. So is it a lie that you don't know nothing? Or is it true that you don't know? It's not being transparent. Either way, how you look at it, it still look bad. Let's move on.
His defense on that, we probably can't comment on it.
Okay.
Or shouldn't until you have all the facts. I mean, that's the thing
Exactly,
about being
yeah.
the president is, you know, when you go talking out of your ass, things happen. And so maybe you
First of all, shut up, Scott Jennings. You stupid son of a bitch. Listen, you racist piece of shit. Listen, first of all, he ain't got to go talk out his ass. He could have said exactly what I just said. He could have said to the reporter when they asked, yes, we know about it. We're looking more into it to see what the hell is going on. That's all he had to say. Nobody would have questioned Trump. Nobody would have said, what the fuck? No, it wouldn't have been no backlash or nothing like that. But to sit up there on national TV and pretend that you don't know that these troops are missing, or you don't know why, or you don't know about the troops being missing, like what the fuck? We want to know if you on top of this shit. Nobody's asking you to get into the nitty-gritty about the shit yet. But for you to pretend or do know that you don't know nothing about these troops being missing is bullshit. All they have to do is say to the goddamn reporter, yeah, I know about it. We looking into it. That's it. Next question. That's all he had to do. It wouldn't even have been an issue. But we amongst the stupid. Let's move on, y'all. God damn, these people stupid.
I mean, maybe it's.
Or you could say, presidents like President Bush or Obama or others would have said, I'm aware, I'm not going to say anymore because it's an active issue. That's what they say. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. That's a different thing.
That he could tell you exactly how many woke professors are in the country, or how many boys is playing girls volleyball, or how many quote unquote illegal aliens came in yesterday. He focuses on what he wants to focus on, and this ain't one of them. All good things to know, by the way. Just saying.
So selective ignorance, you're saying?
I've used it to my advantage many times.
Just like selective hearing.
The signal thing is interesting though, because from the very beginning, his ignorance there seemed to be deliberate. He was not on that signal chain, but the idea that he didn't know about it when he was first asked about it, and the extent to which he doesn't know, seems rather deliberate. Yes.
And see, let me just say this. This is what I don't like about having Republicans on CNN or anything. Just go to Fox News and be stupid and laugh and giggle and be inhumane. I don't know why CNN have these people that laugh about this shit. These are somebody's kids, somebody's parents that's missing. And they just laughing like, oh, like it ain't nothing. It's soldiers missing. And you're making an excuse for a dude to listen, it happens in war. Shit happens. Right? It's war. But to pretend that you don't know anything? No, I'm sorry, not know anything. You ain't even heard of it. Because that's what Trump said. I don't know anything about that. So basically, he don't even know that these troops was even missing. But you the president, bro. And these Republicans sitting there, they laughing about it. Because they don't give a fuck about these troops. That's why I tell black people, you always teach your kids not to serve this country. They don't give a fuck about black folks. Now in this new administration, if you got some type of skin issue with your face and all that other shit, you can't serve. So, hey man, you doing us a favor not allowing our kids to go serve. Send all the stupid white people, racist white people that want to go, that talk all that gangster shit, let them go serve. Send their kids. The fuck are we talking about? You ain't hurt our feelings about telling black people you don't want us a part of the military. We cool with that. But I understand the bigger part about that is if you got black people there, it's going to be some black people because what they're trying to do is use the military against the people, and mainly the minorities and black communities, because they're going to. It's a part in this administration and their plan is to use the military against the American people to take over the country on some racist shit. So that's why they want to get all the black people out of there, because they know a lot of them black military people are not going to go with that shit, or the gays, or even some good white folks that they consider DEI hires, or the women. They want to get them all out there. But it's stupid, because if you're doing that, that means there's a correlation that may happen amongst those people that you're trying to push out. It's stupid. But they got a plan to doing what they're doing. Listen, people. The government, the military is very, very powerful. Nobody's trying to deny that. But the problem is with that is if their plan is to try to use the government against the American people, sooner or later you got to bomb the country. I mean, you got to bomb the states. And then how would that look through the world? Right? Like they're not understanding even social media. So, you know, it is what I know what they're trying to do, but it's stupid because it won't work. Because see, what happens is if you start bringing the military into the country, into these states, what happens is you're going to get a resistance. You may get 2 states, 3 states to be resistant to fight. Like you got to understand that this shit ain't what they think it's going to be. They're trying it and they're pushing for it. That's their plan, but it's not going to work like they think. Everybody don't agree with this racist shit that they're doing, this dictatorship, this fascist shit. And they just don't understand it. I told you the white people, the racist white people are cool with this because they want a race war. There's more countries now that will resist racism. You know, listen, let me tell you something. You know how they lost the war back in the day, the states, because of the military, federal government, but the resistance of other states that roll with them. What they're not understanding, they're just trying to use the government because it's the most, the military because it's the most powerful country, powerful military in the world, right? But then if you turn the military against the people, but if you try to separate the black folks and all the gay people out there, you put all the racist people in there, they think they can take over the country. It ain't gonna work like that. That means you're gonna have to bomb a lot of states. You got to kill innocent people. You got to kill people that even want to ride with you. Like, it's stupid. I know what they're trying to do.
Associated with things that are positive. That's who Donald Trump is. And that's what makes him a communications genius. And I use the word genius when it comes to communication, not public policy or public welfare. But he knows how to communicate. And when it's negative, he's like, what, me? Don't know nothing about that. Let's talk about some tariffs or something that's good for somebody.
If he didn't know and he didn't have the facts or he hadn't been briefed on it, what is the alternative here? To go out and make something up or to say, I don't know. I haven't been told.
That mean his people around him is being reckless. How do you listen? Even if he wasn't brief, let's just say this. He wasn't brief. Let's go over Scott. You a stupid son of a bitch. Your defense of Donald Trump not knowing shit is stupid. He the president, bro. He's supposed to know about everything. He's supposed to be briefed on everything. That's his job. So for him not to be briefed on these things that you're talking about, Like, what the fuck is going on in this administration then? They don't know nothing. He ain't been briefed. He just ain't been briefed. How you not been briefed? You the president. He's the president. How's the president not know nothing? How? How is the president not briefed on real issues in the country, in the world? How is he not briefed? So that means the people that are under him and lording him is just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. That's not how that works, Scott Jennings. The president's supposed to know everything, especially in some troops being missing or Yemen or this check. He's supposed to be briefed on this shit. We're going to do this shit on this app. He's supposed to be briefed on it. Let's move on, y'all.
My understanding is he didn't know about it. He wasn't on it. Maybe he wasn't even aware what Signal is. I mean, it's not inconceivable that the president, when I didn't see the timestamps on these questions, didn't actually have enough information to comment publicly at the time on any of these matters.
Well, listen, Scott Jennings, if this was Biden, and Biden didn't know what the fuck was going on, and he came, I don't know nothing about it, you would have took, you in the right wing and Trump supporters would have tore him a new asshole. Now that it's somebody that you fuck with, you make all the excuses. He just didn't know. How the fuck you ain't know he the president? And this is what I don't like about CNN. You got this dude sitting there justifying stupidity. And nobody's pushing back and saying, hey man, what the hell are you talking about? He the president. How the hell he don't know? How the hell ain't nobody tell him nothing? How incompetent is him and his administration is when people in his administration is not letting him know what was going on? If you want to sit here and tell me he's better than Biden? You got to be kidding me. Oh, I'll rap for him to say he don't know nothing about it. No. Oh, did he come out and just lie? First of all, he shouldn't be able to come out and lie about it because he's the president. He has to know about it. So listen, first of all, if you want to deflect or lie about it, that means you know about it. Right? So even if he knew about it and he lied about it, that would make most sense to me. But you're sitting here pretending or saying he don't know nothing about it. That's a good thing. Because at least he ain't coming out lying about it. I'd rather for a motherfucker come out and lie and know about it. Because at least I know you know about it. But you lying and saying you don't know about it, or if it's true that you don't know about it, it's even worse. It's worse if you not knowing than you lying about it. Then I can look at that shit. Maybe he can't say certain shit, so he got to lie about it. He got to make up a lie so he won't get secrets or whatever. I get that. I can come to a conclusion with that. But when you tell me that he knows nothing about these situations at all, that's some shit that people should be like, what the fuck? The president don't know about this? His administration is not telling him nothing? Let's move on, y'all. Ridiculous. Scott Jennings should not be on the show. He should be fired. And I mean that shit. He should not have a job. Go work for Fox News, nigga. Go vote for a right-wing shit. I don't even know why CNN got him on here. I understand you doing it for ratings, but get the fuck out of here. This shit is misinforming the people to dumb down the people that what Scott Jennings is saying that makes some fucking sense, and it doesn't. It dumbs down the people. Scott Jennings is a smart racist. He knows exactly what he's doing. Man, they still got this racist, this motherfucker on here talking stupid, knowing that he ain't stupid like this. You know this shit don't make no sense of coming out your mouth. You've been practicing this shit in the mirror at home, have you? And then when you got to work, you was in there getting that makeup on, you was practicing that shit too. To say this nonsense shit. Anyway, let's move on, y'all.
It's not out of the ordinary for a president to hold back until they have all the facts or all the things they need to know to make a legitimate comment.
Or
first of all, nobody's asking him to do that. They asked him, was he aware of it? They didn't say, what's the details? They asked him, was you aware of it? No, I don't know nothing about it. What? Man, let's move on, man. Scott Jennings, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro.
more concerning, and I think this may be more concerning with the soldiers, or they're not telling him and they're not actually sharing information, or they worry about what he'll say, so they preserve it. You know, I mean, I think this is a deeply kind of disturbing thing on basic information. On some political issue, I totally understand. I can even understand perhaps plausible deniability about Signalgate. But I think on national security issues, like issues where soldiers are possibly lost, it is pretty inexcusable.
All that shit. Him not knowing that they was on this app is concerning. I won't fault him for it fully, but him not to know what these motherfuckers doing at the aftermath of this shit is bullshit. Nobody's letting Trump know about nothing. Trump, you know that the national security, all the defense, all of them, they was on a fucked up app. Nobody came to him and told him that. The way it got to a journalist, they brought him on the app. Nobody told him nothing. Yeah, all right, man. Let's move on.
It's not been briefed and he can't speak to it.
And what's worse, a president not having all the information he needs to make legitimate comment, so he holds back in the moment before being ready to make a comment, or, I don't know, willfully lying to the American people about the condition of the President of the United States, which went on for 4 years in this country.
First of all, what the fuck they got to do with anything? That's what they do. They trying to go back to, what the fuck Joe Biden got to do with the incompetent shit of Trump administration? What that got to do with anything? He the president now. All right, you can say whatever you say about Biden. That's fine. What the fuck do that got to do with Trump not knowing what the fuck going on? Nothing. Biden didn't say, hey, and Joe and Trump here, hey man, or to his people that's around him, don't tell President Trump about this. Biden had nothing to do with that. For him being ignorant or not knowing anything has nothing to do with it. Or his decision that he does know and pretending that he doesn't know. Biden had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Nobody made him do shit. Or not know nothing. That's on him. He the president. What the fuck Biden got to do with this? What the Democrats got to do? Nothing. You're just trying to deflect and push it on the left. Oh, for a whole administration for years, they hiding his decline. Listen, let me say this. literally, it didn't look good what Biden was going through. But if overall you look at the shit, I never felt unsafe with Biden being in office and having a decline. I wasn't worried about, adversaries, not adversaries, but motherfuckers that was against America doing something to us. Regardless if Biden won all the way there. But this motherfucker is incompetent. It's one thing of a dude is declining, right? It's another thing when a dude they say that's competent that don't know shit. He don't know what's going on around in his cabinet. At least the people that seen the president have a deficiency or whatever, they was trying to protect him and made sure the right information got out. They protected the president. This motherfucker is the president and don't know nothing. They're not letting him know nothing. From how Trump is saying, I know nothing about it. So your administration ain't talking to you, huh? I'd rather for a motherfucking administration protect the president than a motherfucker that keeps shit from the president to where the point he don't know shit. Tell me how that shit is apples and oranges. What are you talking about? Let's move on, man. This shit is ridiculous.
That is totally wrong. That is totally wrong. That is totally wrong.
I hope you
I
read all
would
the
just
books
say
that are
Joe
coming out. I hope you read all the
Biden.
books that are
I would
coming
say
out.
Joe Biden, when asked about social,
And let me say this: Scott Jennings is there on CNN to gaslight people. He knows what he's saying is stupid, is totally inappropriate, and it doesn't make any sense. He knows that shit. He's there for a reason. To say the most ridiculous shit in the world. To defend nonsense. To bring likes and views to that. That's why they got this stupid motherfucker there. And they bring a lot of them stupid Republicans there. To have this back and forth bullshit. CNN, you should be ashamed of yourself, but even having this, keeping this dude on the payroll. You know he lying. You know he misleading people. You know he's deflecting from the real issues. And you still have this dude on your shit to get, I get it, it's for views. So do you really actually genuinely give a fuck about the American people? This shit is ridiculous, man. Let's move on.
Boss was briefed and said it. And so you think Joe Biden had problems? At least he was able to do that. What's the excuse for Donald Trump if he's so capable?
I'm just saying.
I mean,
You guys
I don't know
have
if you're
said that
judged.
Trump- that
If
Trump
you're
is
judged,
exhibiting some, I want to get more facts, and I'm going to be lectured by the people who lied to the American people about the condition of the president.
Oh my God.
No way.
First of all, shut your dumb ass up. Talking about the people that lied to the American people. Trump lied to the American people before he even got in office. Then when he got in office, he still lied. And then the second time he got in office, he still lied. What are you talking about? He's still lying now. Listen, Scott Jennings, I'm supposed to take what you're saying seriously when you defend a liar. You want me to they lied about Joe Biden, his decline. But Trump lies every day. You lie for Trump every day. You mislead people every day. But we supposed to somehow act like it's the same. It's not. He's acting like Trump is the most honest person in the world. Get the fuck out of here. Scott Jennings, you are a liar. So what the fuck am I supposed to take you criticizing somebody that you say is a liar and you lie? When are you ever truthful? You morally can't tell nobody, call anybody a liar when you are a liar yourself. But let's move on.
Not gonna take it.
That's first of all, that's outrageous.
Is
That's
it?
outrageous. Yes, it is.
You
I
think
did
the
not
truth was
lie.
told? You think the truth was told?
I will say,
The White
and
House
I
told
look
the
forward
truth?
to this. I will look forward to this discussion.
So you all believe the truth was told about Biden?
Scott, do you want government or do you want your lick back? Because even if all of that happened in the past, we're in the present now. So we need a president that is capable.
And so what? He said, I don't know. What, did it hurt your life that he said, I don't know?
He was like, Biden did it, Biden did it,
Sure.
Biden did it.
Yes, because someone's family members are missing. Yes, for him not to know. For Trump not to know that it is soldiers missing. Yes. It's a problem. Because like I said, if this was Joe Biden or Democrat Party administration to have troops missing, they would, Fox News be, Scott Jennings be out this bitch torturing the Democrats for Biden or any president. Come on, we don't, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. You would torch them. Keep the same energy. That's what he's saying, you goofy son of a bitch. You don't hold the same standards. That's the fucking problem. He don't hold the same standards. They can do whatever they want. They can fuck up and do whatever they want to do. But the Democrats fuck up, it's a national security risk. But Trump can fuck up and his people can fuck up. It's not a national security risk. That's the fucking problem. See, listen. Scott Jennings couldn't be in my president because I'll call his racist ass out. I'll call him a racist to his face. I'll never be on back on CNN at what I say to his racist ass. The fuck out of here. You so disingenuous, you racist piece of shit. Let's move on.
You
Of course I
cannot hide
can.
that for 4 years.
I absolutely can. I 100% can.
You cannot.
Biden wrote it for 4 years on Trump, and Obama wrote it for 8 years on George W. Bush. You're damn right. We were lying.
It's just a little inconsistent to say it's wrong with one and the other. That's the point.
I'm just
That's
saying.
the point.
It's
It's just the point.
selective outrage to me to say, well, we're worried about Donald Trump not knowing.
I think all of us who've ever met or been around Donald Trump knows that if somebody would have told him soldiers were missing, and if he would have been briefed on that, and then a reporter asked about it, because he does this with every other thing that he does. He'd have went, we're going to find them, we're going to kick whoever's ass is messing with them, and we're going to burn everything down around them if they don't bring them back right now.
Well, then he should have been told.
I mean,
I say it. We know that's how he would respond if he knew
Well,
about
then
it.
he should have been told.
Trump would then start blabbering some of the secrets on the back. We're going to find them. We're going to get them SEAL Team 6s in there. Right now, they're a Black Hawk helicopters at 300 feet. It's going in longitude. I would say
I don't think
so. Maybe you can tell me.
That's a little worse if they're not briefing him because he would spill the beans. Then we're in a.
That's the signals
That's a
for.
little scary.
Jasmine.
And that's the thing. That's why Scott Jennings is deflecting. He's deflecting towards Biden and that administration and all other administrations when he knows that the guy that says that he would do something different, he would be better than those other presidents and administrations, he's not doing anything better. He's continued to lie to the American people. He's continued to deceive the people, and he don't know shit. It boils down to Trump don't know shit. And these are facts. He just don't know shit. And the Scott Jennings and people like him get on national TV and just lie. And make up shit for Trump. To defend nonsense. They don't keep the same energy. You see how he did. He tried to blame, he went at Biden. He was very, very into blaming Biden. But he not mad about this. All right, if you mad about the Biden shit, okay, well, what the fuck is going on here then? Why you ain't more upset? All right, Biden did what he did. Just go off your narrative. Biden did what he did. The people around him, his administration, they did what they did. All right. Why are you not more upset about this? Why is this not alarming to you? Oh, it's somebody you like. Mind you, Scott Jennings used to work with George Bush and them. George Bush people don't even fuck with Trump. So for this dude to sit out here and pretend he's a George Bush type of, you're not. Even George Bush don't fuck with Trump. Jr., he don't fuck with him. They think he's a danger to the country. What the fuck? Yeah, like, come on, man. That's why I told you the Republican Party is gone. They done. It's over. This shit is the Trump party. Stop it. It is what it is. Just leave it be what it be, man. Shit ridiculous, man. This whole notion we sitting there debating with Republicans of morals. You have no morals. You have none. If you fuck with Trump, you have no morals. Sorry. All right, people. Leave your comments, hit that like button. Support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.